Hey lovelies, how's it going? Hope all is well. Welcome back to my channel. So, unfortunately, I'm here on bad terms, and it is because FASHI0N has allegedly stolen a design from this young lady. So let me enlighten you on who this young lady is. She's a native of Miami, Florida. She is also a military veteran. She served active duty in the U.S. Army. Upon completion of service, she earned a bachelor's degree from Florida International University in sociology and a master's degree from Florida Atlantic University in criminology and criminal justice. In 2013, she launched her very own swimsuit apparel line, in which you see right now. Alexis Scott was doing promotion for FASHI0N and she tagged the brand in this swimsuit. As you can see, the designer came into the comments and said, "How is FASHI0N going to replicate my entire bikini design? You're wearing a knockoff. FASHI0N is fraudulent." She then went on to her Instagram account and said, "I never do this, but I'm so upset right now. As a designer, I work really hard to ensure that my designs are unique, creative, and selfie worthy. It upsets me when larger companies think it's okay to steal designs from smaller companies and pass them along as their own. FASHI0N stole my design and is passing it as their own, and it's not okay. I read about FASHI0N doing this to other designers, but I never thought it would happen to me. They are a larger enough company to afford to be able to hire in-house designers. Why steal from other designers? I will be pursuing legal action. This type of imitation is not acceptable and I am not flattered. That's copyright infringement. Moreover, my designs are from December 2017. Period. Shout out to all of my loyal bikini lovers for bringing this to my attention. Platforms like Shade Room should blast them for this. I'm so tired of larger fashion companies selling from smaller black designers." So if you go into her company's website, you will see that you can purchase this bikini at $89.99. She has two colors, the black snakeskin as well as the red. FASHI0N have on their website, they call it the Very Hot V bikini, and they have it for $34.99 in the colors white and yellow. So here's a side-by-side view of the two bikinis. As you guys can see, it's very similar. Now, this is not anything new to the girls on the YouTube streets because a lot of YouTubers have come out to speak about this, and they have mentioned that FASHI0N has been alleged to steal from other smaller companies.
The many times that FASHI0N has basically stolen designs or recreated knockoffs just to make a sale. And it's like, what company are you really supporting when it comes to that? A company who really doesn't have any integrity. They don't have any creative direction really. Like, they're literally waiting for the next girl on Instagram to post something that she spent hours creating just to recreate it and knock it off, just because they're a big brand. They have a lot of people backing them, you know, celebrities, and then they have these big manufacturers where they have tons of people in there recreating and redesigning these knockoffs. For a smaller business, it's wrong.
But let's go down memory lane. January 10th, FASHI0N was accused of stealing a design from Knots and Vibes. She stated, "Didn't even want to post this on my feed because it looks ugly, but I'm so mad. FASHI0N has ripped off my skin out dress detail for detail. I designed the green version of this in 2016 and this color in 2017. They've mass produced this with the retail price of $40. That makes their production price around $13, meaning whoever crocheted this was paid less than $1 per hour." She even emailed FASHI0N and she said, "Dear FASHI0N, it has come to my attention that the company has made a direct copy of my dress designs that I released in 2017 and still make today on a made-to-order basis. I first designed and released the green version of this dress in 2016. The black, red, yellow, and green colorway came later in 2017. Here are several posts on my Instagram account dated back to 2017 that showed the dress design. I am utterly outraged and disgusted that Fashion Nova does this to small independent brands. If you would like somebody's work, you collaborate with them or offer them a deal to use their design, not blatant theft. I have put so much time, hard work, and creativity into my brand, and for it to be stolen by such a huge retailer is truly saddening. Fashion Nova responded and says, "Dear Nova Babe, thank you for contacting us. I'm happy to assist you. Kindly note that Fashion Nova has different vendors all over the world, and they are the ones who make the outfits we post on our website. I sincerely apologize for your inconvenience." Destiny Blue owns a bedazzle company, and she said that her business went down $100,000 over the past few years due to Fashion Nova copying her designs and selling them at a cheaper price. She found out that Fashion Nova was doing this when Kylie Jenner posted a picture wearing the tights that are on her website. She actually reached out to them and she made a post, and she said it would be in your best interest not to at me in Fashion Nova's defense or telling me this is what happens in fashion. I will immediately block you. They have copied me and every single designer friend of mine and oversaturated the market with cheap knockoffs. Even a young lady on Twitter said that Fashion Nova tried her, Rummy and my sisters, our money, for taking her exact design and putting it on a shirt on their website. Now, this designer claimed that Fashion Nova actually went and bought her designs and sent them back to her after they copied it and put it on their website. And she was so sick and tired of them. Like, she have came out several times talking about Fashion Nova taking her designs and recreating them on the site. Not only her jumpsuits, but also her dresses. And she says she's sick and tired of it. Now, as of recently, it's a brand called Matte. So this designer says, "I'm usually silent about this, but yawn. Another day of Fashion Nova ain't ish. First off, this ish looks trash. I put so much quality time, money, tears, and work into what I do, and this has happened to me over and over again with almost every major fashion business since I started." I want to make it clear that those are only some of the black-owned brands that stated that Fashion Nova have stolen from them. It's a lot more, but I couldn't find them right now. But let me tell you something. What I did not like is how Kim Kardashian put them on blast for doing this. And that's when they decided to come out with a public apology and talking about how Kim Kardashian have influenced them to recreate some of those designs. No tea, no shade, but when have anybody in the Kardashian family came out with anything original for someone to recreate? Please put it down in the comments below. Like, that really made me upset because you apologize to these young ladies in private through emails, but you don't address them in the public for taking their designs. I do not like that. At this point, we know that these brands are not willing to collaborate with a lot of black designers. They rather just steal and say that they were influenced by the style. So we have to make sure we are protecting our brands. Now, as far as the lawsuits go, I know that it's very hard for them to have some type of copyright when it comes to clothing designs, because you can change the zipper, you can change a stitch, you can change a lot of things, and it can be considered their own even if it's influenced by another person. So I'm not really sure how those patents or those trademarks or anything like that really works when it comes to the fashion world. So I suggest anybody that's in that type of field, make sure you do your research on that so that your brand and your ideas are protected. That is so important for us because we are very creative people. Like, we have these ideas, like we think of things just off the rip, but we don't necessarily protect those ideas. So we have to start doing that more. Also, we really have to start supporting our own community, and we have to start putting money back into these black businesses. I know sometimes people look at black businesses and they say, oh, their pricing, like, it's too high. They can't, put out that money for it. But if it was Gucci, if it was Louis, if it was Prada, we're putting all this money into their pockets, and they have shown us that they could care less about the black dollar. So why can't we save up and spend on some of these black-owned companies? I don't like hearing the excuse that it is too expensive. I also hear excuses of the customer service with some companies. What you experience with some, it may not be what you would experience with others. So just make sure to keep that in mind. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions about this down below. There has to be some type of action plan when it comes to things of this sort. Now, I know a lot of people down in the comments is going to say cancel this, cancel that. This been canceled. I don't know how many times a YouTuber had to create a video about FASHI0N allegedly stealing from the black community. But this is why I'm not a part of the cancel cultures. I just do my own little movement. I just don't support it personally. In my personal opinion, and I'm going to say this, my personal opinion, I just don't see the cancel culture being effective just yet. I feel like we start these boycotts and we don't follow through. So I just do mine on my own, okay? After the first couple of times that I decided to join the movement and my fellow brothers and sisters lacked and fell off, I no longer wanted to be a part of that, and I did my own movement. So y'all let me know your thoughts down below. Also want to add that the owner was not coming at Alexis Sky. She did come out to say sorry to Alexis Sky. It was just that the bathing suit was promoted on Alexis Sky page, and that's why she put that it was a knockoff. I want to make that known that no one was attacking her personally. Thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to all the black owned businesses out there. Make sure you check her out as well. I will link it down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.